Only on CBS This Morning, we are proud to reveal the 2019 National Teacher of the Year. Teachers are responsible for educating more than 50 million students across the U.S. The program is designed to reward excellence in teaching. The 2016 National Teacher of the Year, Johanna Hayes, now represents her community in Congress. Now, this year's finalists include Oklahoma's Donna Gradle, the District of Columbia's Kelly Harper, and Alaska's Danielle Rhea, and Virginia's Rodney Robinson. And so now the big reveal, the 2019 Teacher of the Year is Rodney Robinson. Rodney teaches social studies and history at Virgie Binford Education Center. It's a school inside the Richmond Juvenile Detention Center. And his lessons focus on helping his students become socially conscious citizens who make the most out of their second chance.
He is so much more than just a teacher.
Who of the 5 people was the most responsible?
He is a pillar of our community. He is the father, the big brother, the friend. He's all of that and more to our students.
Principal Tanisha Ford recruited Rodney Robinson to join her team at Virgie Binford Education Center.
So we're going to read the story. You want to read the story?
I knew that he would be impactful on day one.
The organization was worth $4 million. So that
Robinson's students have been accused of crimes, from light offenses like skipping school to serious charges like murder.
You see how you can make a case for each individual person?
So to encourage them, he covered the school with college banners and motivational quotes from the kids' heroes.
Page 48.
Robinson has become something of a hero himself.
They don't have a ton of bright spots. It's no prom, it's no homecoming, but it's Big Rob.
They call him Big Rob.
Yeah, Big Rob. His personality is big and his impact is big, so it just stuck.
Over a decade ago at Armstrong High School, Doron Battle and Hubert Anderson were Robinson's students.
The biggest lesson he taught me was to always strive for excellence and to never slack.
Share knowledge, pay it forward. All right, get ready, sound it out.
Battle and Anderson are doing exactly that.
What's on this A, mate? Good job.
Inspired by Robinson, they've also become teachers.
What is it?
SH.
What's on this SH, mate? Good job.
You have a gem in the nation, who's making a solid impact.
He's genuine. He's one of one.
No one has a bigger heart than Rodney Robinson.
And here is Rodney Robinson. Big Rob, to join us here at the table, and congratulations.
Thank you.
What's it like to know you've inspired your former students to follow you into teaching?
Well, that's what it's all about. I was always taught to pay it forward and bring it down to the next generation, from my mother to Virginia State University. Those are the things that I was taught, and so I always put that into my students.
Yeah. What lessons did your mom give you that sort of led you into teaching?
Well, my mom, there were 5 of us, and then there were another 25 because she ran in-home daycare. But she always taught us that every child deserves the proper amount of love to get what he or she needs. And that was my first lesson in equity. And so I try to treat my students with whatever they need to be successful. Some need more, some need less. But I'm going to be there to give you what you need.
That's so nice to talk about as a lesson in equity.
I like that.
Wow.
Is that the heart of good teaching, that lesson in equity?
Oh, definitely. Definitely. All kids deserve a great education, but not every kid is on the same level. So as a teacher, you need to make sure that each kid gets what he or she needs to achieve at a high level.
You said some need more and some need less.
Yes.
But what about the person that says, okay, because I'm not causing trouble, I'm getting less of your attention?
Well, when you create an equitable culture in your classroom, the kids buy into it.
Okay.
And they understand that. As a matter of fact, my kids often help those that need more to ease my burden.
Yeah. What's a way to ask this, Big Rob, with your big heart, without offending you or your students? But I'm wondering, is there a difference between regular students in regular schools and students that are being taught because they're in a juvenile detention facility? They're different kind of kids?
No, there's no difference.
No difference?
My kids are just teenagers. They like cheesy teenage stuff, like the Teen Wolf and Hannah are their favorite shows. But they've just made mistakes, and they're paying for mistakes. But America is a country of second chances. In order for them to achieve and get that second chance, they deserve a quality education like everybody else.
Because they're in the system, do they feel like that idea of equity is farther away from them because of what they've experienced in their life so far?
Well, they've had bad experiences in the past with school. But when students come to my school, I let them know that, hey, you're number one. I'm gonna give you what you need, the school environment, everyone, all my coworkers, we're gonna give you what you need to be successful. The best quote we had was one student said, I like this school. I wish I could go here, but not be here to go here.
That's good.
Nice.
What is,
That's good.
what does this honor mean for you to be named Teacher of the Year?
It's just recognition of my students. My students are so amazing, and their story doesn't get told. And so a lot of times it's just a great opportunity to tell my students that sometimes a temporary setback can be what you need in order to succeed in life.
What's the part of teaching and learning that most unlocks for them how wonderful this can be to learn new things? Is it a fact? Is it a story? What is it?
Stories and connections. Kids make those connections to those stories, to those people who look like them. That's why culturally relevant teaching is so important.
Yeah.
And once you get that connection and give them that story, then they can achieve through the roof.
Now, you said you weren't supposed to tell anybody, but you told your mom you got it. Why did you tell her early?
I mean, it's Mom. There's no other
But
way
was
to
she
say
upset
that.
with you before?
Well, when I was a finalist, she was a little upset that I kept that a secret, but
Okay,
she
she saw it
just
on the
gave me that
news.
look, that disappointing look that parents give you.
Yes,
so I made
we've
sure
all
to
been
let her
there.
know this time.
So you have this year to be Teacher of the Year. What's the main issue that you want people to know?
The main issue I want people to know is that we need economic and cultural equity across the board. By economic equity, we need to make sure all students receive the resources to achieve what he or she deserves. And cultural equity, we need to make sure that all students have teachers and people who look like them who are relevant to their culture and can inspire them to do whatever.
I know a teacher can make a big, big, big difference.
Should be our number one priority.
Yes,
No doubt.
It's definitely mine.
Big Rob, we love you.
Thank you.
We see your big heart. I see
That's
it.
right. My goodness, you can see it from space. Congratulations. We're really glad to have you here.